Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a get ready with me and also a story about how I got into the aviation industry. So if it sounds like something you want to hear, please remain right here and please subscribe to the channel. Like, you don't want to see sis grow. Seriously. I know I'm just being extra, but thank you. Now let's get right into the video. So before we start, I'd just like to say this disclaimer: I do not know how to do makeup. I'm just, a learner. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. If you see me looking here, it's not because I don't want to look straight in your eyes, because trust me, I want to. But my mirror is here and I need to, check it out so I can finish up my makeup. So you guys know how it is that people knew what it is that they want to do whilst they're growing up. Not me, of course, the whole doctor thing, but not specifically. So at a point I wanted to be a broadcast journalist because I liked reading and I felt that was my calling. That's what I felt. So after my national service, I went to work in a bank. If I tell you that bank was paying me peanuts, I mean peanuts. So yeah, I was at the office. Of course, girl likes money, so I was always looking for ways to get money. And a friend called and told me she's at an interview for a cabin crew. And I remember vividly, I asked her, who is a cabin crew? Because sis, I didn't know who a cabin crew was. I look like a pterodactyl right now. And I printed my CV and I was out the door. Alright, so I have to fill my brows in. I can't do that on here. Like I told you guys, I am not a professional. I gave a disclaimer. So let's rush through this part. As that is that, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend all of these things out. I found my way to the interview venue. Guys, if I tell you that there are beautiful girls in this Ghana here that we are in, trust me. Gosh, the number of beautiful girls I saw, I must admit, I was intimidated. And unfortunately for me, my friend who had initially called me to tell me about this interview was done with her interview and had left. This is girl here, not knowing anything, not knowing anybody, not knowing what was going on. I spoke to them and they asked me if I had applied online. I had no idea because me, I didn't know about the thing. You guys remember, I was just called and I just rushed and I went to the place. I remember that gentleman asked me, but do I have my CV? I was like, yeah. He was like, drop the CV. You could tell, if you were there, you could tell that this girl is lost. Like, I didn't know what was going on there. I just, said a silent prayer. I went to sit by one lady. I started talking to her and I was asking her, so what is the process like? And then she said, why did I just come? Sister, tell me what the process is. I'm not coming to do me interrogation. Right, since I want this thing to set, I'll just go in with this one. I know I have a weird way of doing my makeup, but like, stay with me. And now I'm going to go in with my setting spray. And I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Okay, now we are going to put on a primer. Yeah, so. Okay, now let's dust this off. Okay, so like I was saying, I got there and then I sat by this lady and she told me, she was filling me in, but you know how it is that, kind of like if you're going to write an exam and then you don't learn and at the last minute somebody's giving you all the apple. Trust me, we'll pass through here and go out here. So that's exactly what was happening to me. At a point, honestly, I wanted to go home. But, there's so much money involved. Not like so much money, so Who is that? Like my area people every day doing one noise or the other. If I tell you it has been a real sport putting this video together, I'm not kidding. So much noise, I have to pause. I'm sure by the time I'm done it's late. Anywho, let's go ahead. So yeah, I'll put this in my transition. So I was sitting down and waiting for, you know, for it to be my group's turn. Apparently I was part of the last group because I didn't go early. So we're coming out, and then of course we're trying to get our pop from them. Most people didn't want to tell us what it is that they went in there to ask them. I don't know why. So you know how it is that you go for an interview and you're just sitting down. It's like waiting for you to be crucified. That was where I was, complaining. And then finally, it was my group's turn to go into the lion's den. So we went in, and apparently it was exam. Your sister here, your dear sister, did you know that cabin crew you have to write exams? Why now? Tea and coffee I'm going to share too. So there was maths, I think there was maths, and then there was logical reasoning, and there was English. So the maths, of course, I'm not really super good at maths, but I mean, I know what 1 + 1 is. So I was good to go. And then for the logical reasoning, it was just basically using your brains. I know it sounds cliche, but yeah. And for the English, they added a couple of things in the aviation industry, and that was where things got interesting. Right, let's go in with the eyeliner. So yeah, this is me trying to get it right. And then okay guys, I'm not about to kill myself. You know what, let me finish with this eyeliner. Okay, talking and doing like Mogbewa, I'll just put that in my eye. Please, let's fast forward this part. Pardon me. I'm going to go in with my mascara now. Okay. So like I was saying earlier on, there were aviation questions in there, right? Sis had no idea what this thing was. So when I say aviation questions, I mean they'll ask for the acronym for GCAA, IATA, all sorts of things, IOSA and stuff like that. And girl here didn't even know that the aviation industry existed in the first place. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Lashes. Guys, I think I want to go in a bit darker now, so let me just pack some dark shades here. Alright guys, so now we are doing the foundation. The foundation is in NYX Nutmeg, and so we're outside waiting for them to come and announce those who made it and those who did not make it. Right, and that was the moment. You know how Ghanaian students, I don't know whether it's students all around the world, but Ghanaian students, they are like, oh, did you answer this question? The answer to this question is this. And they were going on and on and on and on. I was there all worked up, all worried, and then they came to announce those who have made it into the next round, and sis was called. After that, we're made into different groups again. So we're made into groups of 13. And we had to wait till, you know, everybody else finish theirs. So finally, my group had to go in to meet the panel of 4, the great panel. So we went there, and of course there's the HR, there's the head of flight operations, and then there's the cabin services manager, and there's one more person which I don't remember who, but like it was a panel of 4. Then This lady, which was the HR, said we are going to talk about Boko Haram. At that moment, I knew in my heart of hearts that it won't be as bad as I thought. It's because I work at the bank as a secretary, so I happen to be the one regulating the TV in the office. I was at CNN, okay, and CNN at that time was talking about Boko Haram like 24/7. You know how they always do breaking news, and then there's always something about Boko Haram coming up. I was like, oh my god, at least I have something to say. As much as I had all the confidence that I was going to be able to say something, I was still scared. What if what she's going to ask, I don't know anything about it or something? So I had to get up and say whatever about Boko Haram. So of course, people got up. And I must say this, in an interview, if you're having a group interview, especially if it has to do with cabin crew, they're not looking at just your answer you're giving, they're looking at your conduct. Most importantly, because it's the major thing that has to do with cabin crew anyways, when it comes to, grooming. So people got up, people were talking over other people's things. It will shock you. All those who got up could not simply mention Boko Haram. I don't know why. And so at a point, the HR got fed up and was like, can one person get up and tell me how to pronounce the name of that group? So I was like, yo, sis, that's your time to shine. I got up boldly and I said, it is Boko Haram. Who were saying Bukum Haram, Bukum Haram, all sort of weird things. Jeez, I think it's Boko Haram. But then again, like I said, I had an upper hand because I was sitting by CNN every day for 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours sometimes. My God, that job. I now came to talk about how it is that they have captured the Chibok girls. I still so remember it vividly. They were turning them into slaves, sleeping with some of them. Like, seriously, Boko Haram. Oh my God, it got me so scared. So at this point, the HR knew my name because of how it is that I was able to mention Boko Haram and the fact that I had knowledge about the whole thing. Of course, they asked questions about, other things like who is the minister for aviation, stuff like that. So everything was going nice and smooth until we were asked to talk about the company. So at the point, the HR knew my name because I had stood out, and the HR went right ahead and said, okay, pal, let's start with you. Remember when I told you in the beginning that I had no idea what company it was? I had no idea that it was an aviation industry. I was blank. Now came to see, and the airline was started at this time, and I was saying all sorts of things. The child saw that this girl has his grace there. She just said, pal, it's okay. You come and walk and let's see you. My leg was wobbling. So as I was sitting outside, dressing my wounds, one lady that I went in with her also came out, and then she went like, you did very well. I'm like, eh? She says, sis, the HR knows your name. She mentioned your name. She called you out by your name. I was like, my sister. Prophetic words from that lady that I had just met. Those were the words that actually soothed me. I thought I had messed everything up because I didn't know nothing about the company. It was so embarrassing. Oh well, like I gave myself a pat on the back and I was like, I've done so well, because considering the fact that I didn't know anything that was going on, I didn't know what it is that they were going to talk about. Like, I had basically done zero research. Okay, now there's this other thing. This lady, researched and know what it is that she's coming for. Apparently that was even her first cabin crew interview. So she was telling me I should know how to swim and all of that. We'll talk about that in another video. The same person that had given me all my hopes, like practically consoled me and all of that, now she got me scared all over again. I was like, hey, me, even for 3 years I haven't been to the pool before. I now have to go and learn how to swim, and I got into panic mode again. I mean, after she had lifted my hopes up. Honestly, I got so worried. Later I got to find out that it's not that deep. Okay, we'll talk about that in another video. Let me know in the comment section. Going back to my job, you know, doing my secretary job, and one day I got an email that I've been scheduled for another interview with. So I went in, and obviously the HR noticed me. Then the first thing she said was, "Oh, Pearl, what happened the last time?" I just, you know, we all just started laughing. So yeah, we had another interview. That was also part number 4. And then after that, I got the job. I got the job. Alright guys, so this is my finished look, and that is the story of how I joined an industry I didn't even know existed in the first place. So if you liked this video, please like, comment and share. I see you all in my comment section. I am super grateful for you guys. I thank you for coming back to watch me each and every time. So this is it. I'll see you in another bump video. Bye.